But we have an awesome presentation coming up. Is he a forester or is he a Lorax? Nick.
Wow, it's bright here. So I'm the city forester for Albuquerque. City forester is one of those terms that some people say like jumbo shrimp, right? But it's just managing the trees in a city, just like you do over in the mountains. But urban forestry is important. Historically, there was lots of trees. When people would move into an new area, they'd put them by their house, they'd plant the fruit trees, then they would do other things. We've given up on that. We got insulation, pipe, all that kind of stuff. And we got to remember those things. So think big picture. Across the United States, there are 16 different climate zones. We are Albuquerque. See, I got the nice laser pointer. And so all these people are comparing to us for all this high desert, arid lands. But I needed more information for here in Albuquerque. And I got satellite mapping of our 120,000 some acres. These are the percentages across the city. Shrubs are smaller, the little stuff, 44%, but remember, Mesa del Sol, out by Double Eagle. But 32%, that's like 38,000 acres of our city is covered in rooftop and streets and things. The yellow is that ground level vegetation. Red is bare soil. Everything else is impervious surface, making our city hotter, dirtying the stormwater, worsening the air quality. Here's a close-up to a particular neighborhood where you can see the older homes, they have more vegetation, more shade around their home, versus the newer homes on the north side of the street, and it's less. It's hotter for them. It's not as nice a place to live. So, how does this affect you? I don't want to just tell you, plant a tree. You got to think about it, because you might already have one in your yard. How is it going to affect you? Where do you put it? How are you going to get the most benefits out of these things? Well, trees need space. These trees were planted on the same day. This is in New York. One tree was planted in a little sidewalk cutout. The other one had all that room. It's all about space. They got to have room to grow. Trees need water. Obviously, that's a tight subject for us. We got a lot of things to worry about with our water resources. It's not about how much you give them. Trees can live on a lot less. You just have to give it to them in the right place and in the right way. This is not really the right way. Okay, I'm the city forester. This is the street department who does this. They put the trees in, they get them established, they make those medians look great, but then they pass it off to somebody else to maintain. So all they have to do is get it going. If you're going to make it work well for you, you have to pay attention to this kind of stuff. Are you going to cut a trench to your house or for a new driveway, a new sidewalk? Are you going to cut the roots of that tree? You might hurt it. You might make it fall over. Do some thinking. We love walls here in New Mexico, right? Rock stacking or the bricks, and everybody wants to dig that trench and make a big wall. You can do a discontinuous footer, it's called, so the roots don't have to get cut all the way. You see how there's that metal band there, that metal strip holding up those brick? This is a very easy way to make the walls between those posts. Now, how much can this support? This is at the War Veterans Memorial, I think off of Louisiana. And look at that. This is where they tell everybody to walk into this place. Okay? It's obviously strong enough. It's obviously strong enough. It can be done. We can work within the resources we have to just keep that one tree, make it nicer for you. Trees need pruning. Now the trees you see here, they're all messed up. In the woods, that's fine. In the bosque, that's fine. But in a park at your house, that's not good enough. So you need a little bit of maintenance. Who does that maintenance is very important. Okay? Just because you own a saw does not make you an arborist. Just because you own a shovel does not make you a landscaper. Okay? There are ways you got to look at these things. So, all right, that's me. I speak for the trees. The trees do all these things for us. They are solar-powered environmental tools. Use them for these things. They're going to make it cooler. They're going to grab that CO2 out of the air. They're going to increase or protect your property value, and we know how important that is lately. improving employee happiness. This is proven that people will want to keep a job if they can see nature out of the window. These are good things. So, lots of stuff the city, I am the city forester for the whole city. I can only go so far. You can do a lot for your home. Excuse me.